Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of I guess a 4-part replay between TRH and Boshue EX right here. Now we have the Warden fighting against the Lich. Warden get another Shadow Strike off and the Lich looks like it's going to go down, so the Death Knight unable to get a Death Coil off as that Warden is desperately trying to run away right now, and that Warden will be able to escape. A level 1 Lich does fall, but there's a lot of damage dealt to that Warden right here. Meanwhile, we have some Skeletal Minions trying to come into the main base, trying to take down some of these Archers right here, but the Archer will be able to pull back, and that Warden is just going to get some additional experience right now. Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 2, currently being revived. Rejuvenation being casted on that Warden in order to get some more hit points right now, and the Druids of the Claw are finally at Mastery upgrade right now. We still have some creeps hidden over here on the green side of the map, and now that Warden, a Shade now coming into the base, so the Shade will be able to keep track of any of the tech going on in the middle of the map right now. So let's see how this is all going to work out. Warden now coming in, Warden sitting at level 3, going to lose that Clarity Potion, now trying to take down the Troll Warlord. The Bear is not in bear form, surprisingly, as they try to fight it, and I guess they just want to be able to cast Rejuvenation as that Warden tries to soak up all that damage. One Bear in bear form now trying to take down that Nightcrawler. Meanwhile, Necro wagon over here, the strategy to the north, Necromancers being produced, and we have some Skeletons coming in, and now we have, let's see, no, just a lot of statues, and now corpses now being dropped down. So let's see how this is all going to work. Necromancer getting saved, and more just summoned units just being brought around. But that was the Book of Skeletons, so very nice. TRH being able to use that Book of Skeletons, trying to save that Lich. That Lich is down to 47 hit points. Goes down once more, so that Book of Skeletons now taking down that, taking down Boshue EX's Lich once more. Very, very nice strategy coming in. Now I'm trying to push back against those Meat Wagon. The Meat Wagon desperately trying to run away. More Skeletons trying to be dropped in right now. Lich Warden down to 200 hit points, 161 hit points. Is going to have to back out right now. Very low on hit points. Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at 7 full hit points right now, continuing the fight. And now more Skeleton Minions going to be going down. That Warden very low on hit points. But those bears not going back into bear form in order to continue to push right now. The Necro wagons or the Meat wagons still trying to pick up some more Skeletons on the ground. Let's see if he's going to really try to pick up some of those creeps around the map right now. Death Knight sitting at level 3, and Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 2. Warden still sitting at level 3, very, very low on hit points. So, and we have a Shade following it. That Shade is going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Warden quickly getting some health and mana back onto that Warden to make sure that it does not get poked and picked down by a Death Coil or a Frost Nova. The Lich should be coming back into play already. Yeah, Lich already back in play, as it was very, very low. Only level 1 resurrects relatively quickly. Lich now sitting at level 2, picking up a Potion of Invulnerability. Sentry Wards being dropped, and now more Skeletons coming back down. Anti-magic potion, Death Knight, Death Strike down onto that Necromancer, and wow, that Death Knight continuing the fight. That Death Knight, nice blink, trying to pull back out right there as the Death Knight continues to fight even more right now. That Warden very low on hit points. One Hippogriff in the air just in case there are any destroyers that continue to push right now. Another blink, so TRH using blink to really escape really quickly and being able to use a Staff of Preservation in order to pull out once more. Skeletal Minions and Skeletal Mages now out across the map. A Tome of Knowledge being left behind as a Death Knight is now trying to push into the Ancient of Wonders right now. And I think, let's see if TRH is going to try to produce additional Wisp in order to start detonating, because that's the only real way that he has to really counter this Necro wagon strategy at this point. We have one Hippogriff up in the air trying to fight back against this Frostworm. Not quite sure if that's going to really be an even fight right now, as that Hippogriff taking a lot of damage, once again trying to push to the back. That Meat wagon very low on hit points, trying to get in between, and yes, being able to push in between right now. Down goes one Hippogriff up in the air. That Pandarian Brewmaster trying to go after that Meat wagon. That Meat wagon's going to lose its load of 5 ghouls right there, and going to lose a lot of Skeletons. Another Death Coil up in the air. Down goes the Meat wagon. Down it goes, and now level 4 on that Warden. So long fight right now. Death Knight continuing to try to push through and trying to continue to save that one Frostworm. That Frostworm is taking a lot of damage from that Orb of Venom right now, and now trying to run back away, taking a lot of Dryad damage as well, and more Skeletons now coming in. So level 3 on the Pandarian Brewmaster will be able to use a lot of Breath of Fire and now abolish magics on those single Skeletal Minions in order to try to counteract this just a little bit more. Death Knight continuing to push through, and now both players taking a quick reprieve for just a moment. We now have Chimeras. So Chimeras and Frostworms with Dryads and Bears, Meat Wagons and Necromancers, and, you know, Lions and Tigers and all sorts of units right now just continuing to fight. And Lich now getting to make it to level 3 off of this particular creep camp. Death Knight should not get to level 4. Lich probably won't get to level 3 after I look at this. Oh wow, just barely gets to level 3 with an additional 3 experience left over right now. And now we have in the main army in the center over here a single, oh, down goes a single skeletal minion. Warden sitting at level 4, Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 3. No Phantom Knives. We have a lot of skeletal minions going to be just going down due to the timer right now. Not quite sure what the strategy is going to be. More skeletons being picked up into that meat wagon right now, and the army is sitting at 49 over 60, so trying to get an additional meat wagon and getting an additional frostworm in play. A hippogriff up in the air with those chimeras. I think our TRH has a larger army, much larger army. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Down goes a Necromancer. Necromancer actually able to escape right there. And now Blink being used by that Warden, trying to get back out once more. Those Chimeras focusing down those Obsidian statues. Those Obsidian statues are going to take extra damage from that, from the Chimeras right now. Death Knight, very, very low on hit points, able to use a Squirrel Town Portal to get the heck out of there. Now trying to, able to get one shot off, and now both players taking a quick reprieve right now. Death Knight sitting at 120 hit points, still taking damage from that Death Strike. And the Death Strike has finally worn off. Meat Wagon has 6 skeletons in it right now, and now I'm trying to get some additional healing right now. Death Pack being used by that Death Knight. Death Knight trying to heal back up, getting another Scroll of Town Portal and a Scroll of Healing and a Circuit of Nobility as well. Let's see what is really going to be happening here as the Frostworms continuing to move out. Army of Boshue EX is sitting at 49 right now. Meanwhile, TRH has to be only sitting at 45, so both armies are relatively the same size. It just feels like TRH has a much larger army. The unit combination, those Chimeras, a perfect counter to those meat wagons. Down goes one meat wagon. I think another Obsidian statue is going to go down. Down goes another one. A Hippogriff now chasing a last Frostworm. Frost Nova being casted. And wow, that another additional Obsidian statue trying to run away from those Chimeras. And now those Skeletal Minions going down as well. So yeah, TRH just really focusing down a lot of these units right now. But just so many units. Breath of Fire on Boshue EXs. Now those Necromancers are starting to fight back against those Chimeras. That Chimera taking a lot of damage. May go down to 102 hit points. No, it's Scroll Town Portal back out, and that Chimera able to escape at 60 hit points right now. Pandarian Brewmaster sitting at level 3. Might get a Breath of Fire off on all those units. Breath of Fire takes on a lot of skeletons. One Necromancer still alive. Pandarian Brewmaster trying to chase him, unable to get there. Staff of Preservation able to pull him back once more. Boshue EX sitting at a 35 over, or 38 over 60 food army. Wow, just constantly producing units. Meanwhile, we have TRH sitting at 44 over 50. Gold mines down to 2,000 on each side, so both players need to get up expansions, or this game is going to become very, very tight right now. Warden sitting at level 4. Chimera, still no upgrades. A couple bears and a Pandarian Brewmaster. Pandarian Brewmaster getting a rejuvenation as well. Skeletal minions just out around the map. Frostworm now trying to do some, perhaps trying to get some additional healing as well. And now using that Death Pack that in order to get some more mana onto those units right now. But it may be a bad position as the bears are already coming in. Blink being casted, and now that Warden getting a Shadow Strike off onto that poor Necromancer right now, and able to finish creeping from behind right now. That Warden may be able to get to level 5. Let's see what's really going to be happening here. No Frost Novas on those Druids of the Claw, chasing down with that Frostworm right now, and more skeletal minions being casted. Only 2 Necromancers right now. So, and now more Obsidian statues being played, and more Necromancers being produced right now. 43 over 60. Meanwhile, we have TRH sitting at 49 over 50 right now. And that Pandarian Brewmaster will get to level 4. That Warden will get to level 5. And I think this game's just going in favor of TRH right now. Not quite sure, but we have a Creepjack right now. Down, are we going to have that Chimera go down to 177 hit points, getting rejuvenation, trying to pull to the back right now. That unit down to 5 hit points. Down it goes right now, and that Death Knight continuing to try to fight, able to focus down one of those units. Bear very low on hit points right now, continuing to try to fight. Obsidian statues up in the air. Hippogriff trying to fight back against that one Frostworm as those meat wagons are continuing to fire right now. And two bears very, very low on hit points. Down goes another bear, and that Frostworm desperately trying to run away. Down goes level 4 on that Lich right now as that Warden tries to take it down. Will he be able to take it down? No, not be able to take it down, as the Frostworm is able to escape to that north side. Blink being used on that Warden, and now very, very low hit point bear. Staff of Preservation being used, and this fight is not going well for TRH. A very, very low hit point Frostworm getting a quick death coil in order to save it, making sure that that Warden doesn't able to take it down. There's no Shadow Strike, and Boshue X, I think, really came out on top on that one particular fight right now. Army is sitting at 43 over 60 compared to 43 over 40 or over 50. Stay tuned for part 3 and what I hope to be the conclusion of this replay between TRH and Boshue EX here on Ancient Isle 2.